Good day. This is Christian again. Today I want to talk to you about one issue, especially here in America, that we're dealing with, and that's homelessness. And just my idea on homelessness and something that I think some of you out there can kind of pick up on. Most of the homeless are men. Now, that's not saying that there aren't women and children, but most of the homeless you see are men that are out there. And it seems like the subset of the population is growing larger and larger. And one thing that I've noticed in my life, and many of you guys that have worked with your hands and worked outside, you kind of know what I'm about to talk about. And that is, there's a group of men out there that don't think about tomorrow. They're only thinking about today. And these men, they would work a job because they want to get paid. And more than likely, they'd like to get paid weekly or the day of, because really they have no money management skills. And you know the guys I'm talking about, but they're hard workers. And so they'll go and work. And like I said, they want that money for the day. And they'll go. And if they have a place to stay, they'll get it. If they need to rent a hotel room, they'll rent a hotel room with the money they get for that day. And then they'll go and usually get a cheap burger. And then most of them, sadly, will go get some alcohol or drugs. And they'll drink it and then pass out. And then go back to work the next day and be very productive. But we've kind of taken that possibility out. That day laborer, I guess, is what we've kind of taken out, where you could pick up a job here or a job there. Because if you want to pick up a job, you have to know somebody, nowadays, and you have to give them your ID, and you have to get, here's my social security card, and yes, you're going to have to pay me through the tax system. So part of the reason that we're having some homelessness, I believe, is probably our tax system. If we could have a system where maybe if you're making under, $40,000 a year, you don't even have to, you don't have to claim that. Then a day labor system, a system where a guy could just go get a job for the day. Maybe he's packing crates, or he's cutting down some trees, or he's cleaning up a house, or he's demolishing a building, or he's roofing. And he's just working that day as a grunt, and then he gets his money for the day, and then he goes and does his thing. And we've all met them, the guys that really, they can't budget. You give them $100 today, they're going to spend the whole $100 today. You give them $200 today, they're going to spend the whole $200. And I think that's the subset, at least part of it, of the men that are homeless out there. If you could give them a daily job, but had no strings attached, because that's kind of what they need, then they would work and be productive. And maybe they could get out of the cycle of being homeless if we could give them that work. And that's just my thought. I was just thinking on it. And so if you have any comments, if you see something, if you have a great idea for helping the homeless, post it. I like to have conversations and just think about these things, but that was just something I was thinking about. Thank you, and have a great day.